welcome to EPCOT. We're discussing our game plan for rope drop today, and I don't think we've come up with one.
We still have no solution.
I don't know. I guess we could maybe do soaring. I don't know. Here's the thing. Everybody and their brother is going to be trying to rope drop Guardians. So I don't think we're going to do that. Because it's going to be just as bad, if not worse. Yes. So, I don't know. We're going to rope drop something here, but we have like an hour before we can actually get into the park. So, well, we got time to figure it out. We've opted to rope drop Guardians. It's probably the best shot we have of riding it today, so we figured we might as well.
And we're already halfway through the queue, so I feel like that's...
I feel like it doesn't really mean a lot.
Yeah, but we don't have to wait in a long line outside.
True.
In the rain.
True, we are indoors. A very successful... Oh, we're going to Joffrey's. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Very successful morning.
Mm-hmm.
On and off Guardians, and it's 8:55. Park's not even open yet. We're hitting Joffrey's now because I need coffee and I think a donut.
Oh my.
I think.
Have you seen those donuts? They're like
That's
the
what I'm
size of
saying.
my hand.
See, they don't have M&Ms on them still, so maybe not, but... Joffrey's obtained. I got a cold drink because I never get hot coffee from Joffrey's, but Mom got a hot drink for some reason. And now we're heading over to Journey into Imagination with Figment because, duh. It's actually the thing we rope dropped last time.
Really?
You remember in February?
Oh, yes.
But, I mean, it was your birthday, so it was part of that.
Yes.
But we rope dropped Figment, which was so silly. We were literally like, the third people on the ride? Third group on the ride?
Yes.
But we're just kind of leisurely making our way around the park and enjoying the topiaries because there's some cool ones, such as the Lion King right here. Alas. Is there a Figment topiary? We'll have to look and see if there's one.
I don't know. There's a butterfly landing.
Oh yeah, there's a butterfly pavilion over there. Oh, butterfly landing. That's pretty neat. We'll go there next.
Cute.
But
I'd rather go with my coffee. I can't go on there.
We're gonna spend some time outside first while we finish our coffee, apparently. Okay, Mom's not done with her coffee. We decided, before we go on Figment, we wanted to come to Communicore Hall to check out, first of all, what they had in here. And it smells amazing in here. There's flowers everywhere. Real flowers, yeah. And then we also decided to pick up our passports for the Flower and Garden Festival. And I know you said we were going to come back, but I want to get my completer this time.
Oh, for sure.
So we're going to go through and we're going to pick some of these out that we're going to get today. Okay, so straight away, avocado toast, definitely on the list.
I like the farmhouse meatball.
Farmhouse meatball?
Yeah.
We can do that. I want the seasonal parfait because that was really good last time, but unfortunately that has mango in it and Mom can't have it. If you weren't coming back to experience it with Dad later, I would say, let's see what we can do to get an allergy-friendly one for you. But since you are, I'm going to get it for myself. I need 5, right? We have 3.
Yeah.
We could probably do the potato pancakes. And the lemon tart. That's what we're going to do. Everything we have selected is over here in the World Discovery area.
And Odyssey.
And the Odyssey, but that's kind of over here too.
Yeah.
The only thing that's not is the potato pancakes. That's in Germany, which is of course one of the furthest away from where we are right now. But that's okay. It's Germany, and I'm okay with walking over there for it. Maybe grab a beer while I'm there. Actually, I promised Dad to have a margarita for him. So we have to go to Mexico and get a margarita today.
Uh-huh.
But in the meantime, we're going to wait for Mom to finish a drink, and then we're finally going to go ride Figment.
Familiar smells come to play.
Coming to play? I love to.
Figment, this is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination. So let the good times roll. Woo! You win 1 cent.
Figment, don't!
Evidently, we have arrived at the butterfly garden prematurely, as all of the butterflies are still in their cocoons becoming butterflies. So we're a little early for them, but that's still kind of cool. This is still kind of cool to see, to be honest. I don't think I've ever seen this before. So of course we did go to the Seas of Nemo and Friends to check out the dugongs, also known as the manatee. And now we're in line for Spaceship Earth, where we are going to film our first clip of today. That's actually not the vlog, this is one of the videos we're putting out. And yeah, that's literally riding it. Obviously it's a good ride, we love this ride, we ride it all the time. But we're filming a specific clip today on this ride, the primary reason we're riding. And it's probably a 10-second clip.
Probably.
It'll be fun. I'm bad at filming in between things, like the real in between stuff. But right now, we are off. Good grief, Spaceship Earth, and we are headed down the stairs to Living with the Land. Is the escalator on that side?
Escalator's on the side.
I thought it was the other one. My bad. I would have walked around this side. Going on Living with the Land for the second clip, fourth clip technically, of this other video. And we are looking at a 25-minute wait, so that's fun. It's not so bad. Living with the Land is not as bad as it looks like it is, because the boats have some decent capacity, but we're gonna go get on that and then do something else after that. I don't know what yet, but we're gonna do it. We should probably start filming stuff when we're in line.
Oh.
Forward.
Before
And not
it gets
when we're
dark.
getting on the ride.
We are now conducting our final systems check.
Yep.
Okay, so we are officially in garden graze mode. Almost, actually. I guess that's a lie. We're not quite there yet because I have an obligation. Before we start the garden graze, I have to make a stop at Club Cool to have my favorite drink. Okay, we are officially in garden graze mode. So we're gonna go over here to EPCOT and get our first item, which is avocado toast. We did have this in March of last year when I came. I'm curious to see if it's the same. If it is the same, totally fine with that because it was freaking delicious. But that's our first stop on the Garden Grace today. Got our first item, avocado toast. It looks different. No, it's aguacate.
Aguacate.
And it's not pan because pan is bread, not toast.
Not toast.
I don't know. Anyway, it does look different from last year. I don't know if you remember last year, but like the radish was like, I think it was thinner and it was like more
like
fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time it looks really simple today, but I'm sure it tastes just as good.
Yeah.
Presentation's not as good, but I'm sure the flavor is there. Let's go. Yeah. It's really good. I like the farm fresh tomatoes. I don't know what kind of tomatoes they are, I guess, but I do like them. They're juicy, squishy. And the avocado, I think I've had better avocado at home, honestly, but it's really good. I think the bread is what I really like about this. I don't know what kind of bread, sourdough probably.
Yeah. That's
Delicious.
sourdough.
A little bit
That
of a
was
random
actually
side
really
note.
good.
We keep hearing ride vehicles on this corner. Interesting. Okay, next item. The farmhouse meatball from Trowel and Trellis. I read it backwards. What do you like about this, Mom? Because you were just telling me something.
Yeah, so I actually like the Impossible meats. So this is an Impossible meatball with some peppers and cheese. And actually, because I have a weird food allergy, the bread that it's wrapped in is actually a lentil bread. So it's actually made out of lentils, not actually out of bread. And so I like that because I can eat this.
Yeah, there you go. So this is allergy friendly and what's the word I'm looking for?
Like vegan.
Vegan friendly. So, and it's really good. All right, we have found our Epcot table and we have collected our next item, which is the seasonal fruit parfait. Now, I'm going to stipulate real quick. Typically, you have to get 5 things to get your completer. Sometimes somebody will give you an extra stamp. That happened when we got the meatball. So I will not be going to get the potato pancakes from Germany. We're going to be going to get the lemon tart after we're done with this. But this is mango Dole Whip, or mango soft serve, I guess.
Yes, mango soft serve.
It's got mango chunks and strawberry chunks, I believe, and watermelon.
Watermelon.
And then it's covered in tahini and chamoy. And it is, we got this last year, so I already know it's gonna be fantastic, but something about the tahini and the chamoy, I was not even pointing at myself, just adds so much. Like mango soft serve is really good as it is, but the chamoy, the like kick from the chamoy and the tahini makes it that much better. This is probably my favorite dessert to have in Epcot. I have here the lemon tart, which at the food and that was unexpected. At the food and wine, the tart that they had was like a pop tart, and what is this sticky mess?
That is the meringue.
It's
The
literally like a
aquafaba
magnet.
meringue.
Okay. So yeah, there's this sticky lemon tart. It's just impossible to eat. It looks like an inverted Pop-Tart a little bit, you know? This stuff is on the outside. It's really good. I didn't even taste the meringue. Like literally, put it in my mouth and it disappeared. That time it tasted it. It just tastes sweet. It doesn't really taste like anything. It was good. I forgot to film when I got it, but I did get it. The completer reward for the Garden Graze. You said this was mango Dole Whip or mango soft serve. Pineapple.
Pineapple.
So this is Dole Whip. Pineapple,
pineapple
Dole
Dole Whip.
with a plant-based vanilla soft serve on top. And this cup typically has some kind of festival branding on it, and this one is completely blank. So that's weird. I will be taking it home anyway, as it is an anomaly, I think. Or they just haven't got the cups yet. They either ran out of the cups or they haven't got them yet. But we'll be taking it home. I also got some seeds. That's part of the completer during the Flower and Garden Festival specifically, is you get a package of seeds for some flowers. And I am going to attempt to grow those flowers this year. Did not do it last year, but I still have the seeds, so I could do it this year if I wanted to. But with that, we are wrapping up Epcot, and we're going to head over to Hollywood Studios for at least a little bit. And then who knows where the day will take us from there. But we'll see you in Hollywood Studios. We're on the Skyliner. We're about to take off, headed over to Hollywood Studios. We are going to film a TikTok, I guess, in here while we're going. But I need to wait just a couple of moments because we're going to get interrupted by the voiceover if we do it right now. So I'm going to try to get it ready to go so that as soon as the chime is done,
Welcome
we
aboard.
can go.
Throughout his life and career, Walt Disney had a passion for animals and the natural world. Today, we are traveling through one of the many protected wetlands here at Walt Disney World Resort. If you're lucky, you might spot some of the happiest wildlife on Earth.
How come this didn't get protected? We have arrived in Hollywood Studios. As you can tell a little bit ago, we are quite deep into the park by now. But we are, of course, going to ride Star Tours at least once, if not 4 or 5 times. We'll see how many times we get through, but this is number 1. It has been a minute since I said anything. Not that you guys would know, because to you it's been like 12 seconds. We did ride Star Tours 2 more times, so a total of 3 times today. In between the first and the second ride, we ended up going on Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror, and then wandered around Galaxy's Edge a little bit. Actually, that's technically before Rock and Roller Coaster, but we wandered around Galaxy's Edge for a little bit, just because I like to be in there. And then we went back and rode those, and then we went and rode Star Tours 2 more times. And now we're eating at dinner. I got some chicken tenders with buffalo fries, because I'm a sucker for buffalo. And Mom's just eating a bacon cheeseburger with cheese fries.
Yeah.
And then I also got myself a Wookiee cookie, because
Why not?
Wookiee and cookie. Yeah, I'm gonna be going to Disney Springs a little bit later. But we're pretty much wrapped up on our park day, I think. So I'm here at Disney Springs, just kind of wandering around. My main goal is to look inside of Pin Traders. There's a couple pins that I'm hoping to find. But really, I'm probably just going to spend the next like 30 minutes or so just walking around, maybe an hour, I don't know. I'm just going to hang out. So I ended up shifting gears from Pin Traders and ended up just going back into World of Disney. And it was kind of crowded, so I decided not to film. But I'm glad that I did that because I found a couple of pins, one for me and one for my beautiful wife. Let me see if I can find them real quick. So this is the one that I got for myself. It's not ideal, because I would much prefer it be Darth Vader's lightsaber, but it does light up. So that's really cool. But one of the things I wanted to find, specifically in a pin for myself, was a pin that I like, but not a pin that necessarily I would be upset to trade. And that fits that criteria. And then I got my wife this crown, and I think it's really cute, so got that for her. And then I also got 2 free packs of Lorcana cards with that, so I'm glad that I ended up not going to Pin Traders, ended up getting them from World of Disney instead. So I'm about to hop back on the bus, just pulled up, gonna jump on that, head home, and I'll catch up with you there. Well, we're back. The astute among you may notice that that bus is not the bus that was behind me when I said the bus had just arrived. I have a story about that. So this is tomorrow, Noah, because I said that, and then before I knew it, I was in the room, and it was like I was falling asleep. So to finish out my story, I was talking about how the bus that I showed behind me, when I said the bus just got here, was a different bus than I got off. So story time. Here's what happened. And this is one of the reasons that like Disney Springs is probably the thing that gives me the ick. Specifically the bus transportation at Disney Springs. So that bus pulls up, and I was getting in line for it. You guys saw that. And the one driver got off, and a new driver got on. That's normal. They change drivers, and it's normal for them to have to do some paperwork when they first get on the bus before they start driving. So he's like, it'll be just a moment, folks. And he gets on the bus and he starts doing stuff. Well, then another bus pulls up behind him that is also for All-Star Sports. And it can't fit behind him because there's only room for one bus. He's in the spot, so he can't take up that spot. So that bus drives around the end and loops back around. And I'm like, oh, he's just going to turn around and come back. And wait a second. No, the bus comes out the other end, and it has Old Key West on its header now. So now it's an Old Key West bus. And I'm like, oh, that's annoying. Oh, well, there's a bus right here. It doesn't really matter. Well, then that bus pulls away, like closes the door and just leaves. And it goes down and loops around. And when it comes back, it says Old Key West. And I'm like, why do we have two Old Key West buses that were both supposed to be All-Stars? And then about 20 minutes later, another bus finally shows up for All-Star Sports. But I'm just like, we missed two All-Star Sports buses that both ended up being Old Key West buses. I don't know how that happens. I don't understand it. But I did eventually get home, but I was a little grumpy, I'm not gonna lie. Because every time I've gone to Disney Springs on a bus, the wait to get back to the hotel is 30 plus minutes every single time. And so that is a new entry for the Disney ick that will be talked about on a future episode of the podcast. Anyway, that sorts us out for day 2. We're at the beginning of day 3 right now. I just forgot to finish filming yesterday. So yes, I will sign out yesterday's vlog here. Make sure you subscribe and you have notifications on so that you get notified when we upload day 3. And until then, my friends, let the wonder take hold.